Hi everyone. So this is like my first attempt at doing some kind of vlog thing. So I've had my channel now for like 8 months or something, and I do lots of science videos and stuff. But I kind of thought that I never really did any videos that really explained like who I was or what I did or sort of why I got into doing this or anything like this. And I kind of wanted an excuse to be able to just chat about like random things that happen during the week, like in science, in astronomy, astrophysics, in like what I do and just other interesting things. And so I thought like every week I'd do like just a really short video and just kind of just like a ramble chat kind of thing. I don't know, so I only call it like Astro Chat. I spent ages trying to think of a title and I couldn't really think of anything. But Astro Chat kind of makes sense. I mean, it's not just going to be about astronomy, it'll be about the science in general. But like, because I'm an astronomer and astrophysicist, I guess a lot of it will be about that. So if you haven't seen my channel before, if for some reason this is the first video you ever watch, which would be kind of weird, you should go check out the rest of my channel. So I said for about 8 months I've been doing videos, about one a week on lots of different science topics. So various things I've been doing, some biology, maths, chemistry, a lot of physics, a lot of astronomy. And like the videos like 6 minutes each, and they just cover a different topic each week. I also like science news videos every Sunday where I just take the top 3 science news stories from the previous week, kind of go through them, explain what happened, explain why they're important and stuff like this. So if this is your kind of thing and you've for some reason seen this for the first time, this video, then go check out the rest of my channel. There's loads of those videos and I put them all into playlists, so they should all be really nice and easy to find for whatever kind of thing you want to go and see. I've got like, okay, so a good start video, I did a really cool one that was like, how do you pee in space? So it kind of covered like how astronauts go to the toilet in space, which sounds kind of gross, but it's not. Like I made it really nice and clean, don't worry, but it's just really interesting. So actually I didn't really know a lot about it, but I always thought, oh, I wonder how astronauts do like go to the toilet in space. It turns out it's really interesting, and they have to go have like a lot of training to be able to do it in the first place and stuff. So anyway, go watch that video, like go watch that. If that's your kind of video, then the rest of my videos are kind of like that. It'll be on like the front page of my channel, I'm sure, anyway. So, okay, that's just a brief introduction anyway. So, what have I done this week? So, if you're in the UK or sort of like North Europe kind of area, you may have been lucky enough to see the solar eclipse that happened last week, this week just gone. So, it happened on Friday? Yeah, Friday morning. So, I mean, my whole week was kind of building up to that really. Like, I had normal work during the rest of the week, but I was kind of excited about the eclipse, so that was kind of the highlight of my week, I suppose. And it's really cool. So like where I live in Wales, we got like 90-something% total eclipse. So not a full eclipse, but like 90% of the sun was covered by the moon, which is a pretty huge amount actually. And we got really, really good views of it. We all got goggles, and a few people had the like solar filter cameras and stuff set up. And we got some really, really good photos. And like the rest of the UK seems to be completely covered in clouds. So for the fact that we actually got a really nice view in Wales was pretty miracle, because weather here is normally pretty rubbish. Yeah, so that was particularly good. Another really interesting thing and why it was really special for me is because for, well, basically the first time I got asked on the radio. So BBC Wales radio rung me up and said, oh, like we've heard of you kind of thing. Well, they kind of got my name through someone else. And then asked if, like, you know, asking for someone to volunteer to go on the radio, and I was like, yep, me. So I signed up as quick as I could, basically. So I was on BBC Radio Wales. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, which was hell to get up then, but it was really, really good. Like, I'd never really been on radio before. I'd done it once before, but it's kind of like a more casual thing. And this is the first time that I sort of like interviewed for something. It was really, really cool. So like, I'm hoping that kind of leads into doing some more kind of radio media work, but who knows. Anyway, it was pretty good anyway. And I said that the solar eclipse in general was really, really fascinating. Like, hopefully you guys got to see it. If not, I'm sure I'll put some photos up during this video. And where I was, there were like a couple of thousand people all stood together watching it. It was kind of strange actually. It was kind of weird to see loads of people together all just sort of staring at the same thing. And we were there for like an hour beforehand, so you just had a few thousand people just stood outside on these steps for like an hour or two, just sort of staring up at the sun, which is kind of strange, but it was really cool anyway. It was really fun. So that was pretty much it. Like, that was the biggest thing that happened this week, because I had a lot of work. So I work at university, Cardiff University. I have lots of work, which I'll probably talk about in another video, but I figured I'd just keep this one sort of, I want to keep this a little bit short and sweet, I suppose. Like, I don't want to ramble too much. noting I've already rambled quite a lot. So I don't know, like maybe next time I'll like discuss the kind of work I do and the work that I've done during the week and stuff. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of what I've done this week. And then in terms of next week, there's not a huge amount going on in science. I think the Large Hadron Collider is being turned back on next week, which would be really cool. So it's taken a bit of downtime when they've been upgrading it. And I think it's turned on next week, and they say it'll be up to full power by Wednesday, I think. Which would be really cool, because hopefully they'll be able to find lots of new science and particles and things, but I think it's going to take a little bit more. They won't find anything on Wednesday, but it's sort of the next few coming months, years, hopefully it'll be up to scale again, and they'll be discovering some crazy new physics, which hopefully, you know, will revolutionise the way we look at science. Anyway, that's the hope, I suppose. So I might do a video this week on the Large Hadron Collider, which I don't think I've done one so far, and I figured it'd be kind of good just to give a brief explanation of what the Large Hadron Collider is, what it's doing, what it's done so far. So I'm hoping I'll have enough time to do that. I'm hoping I can do it by Wednesday, in which case I can get it out by Wednesday when it's turned on. If not, I had another video that I made last week, which is on exoplanets, which I might put up instead, but hopefully I'll try and do a Large Hadron Collider, because I think that would be kind of interesting. But keep an eye on the news anyway. It'll be the LHC stuff will be all over the news, I'm sure, when they start powering it all back on and getting it all up to scratch. But other than that, I did 2 videos last week, which you can check out. So I did one on what is a solar eclipse, and just a really sort of general overview of what a solar eclipse is, what causes it, what science you can do with it, which is really interesting. Actually helped with all the radio interview, because then I basically answered all the questions beforehand. When I went in and did the interview, they just asked the same questions that I answered during the video. So that was kind of neat and kind of handy. And I also did one on how to make a pinhole projector, which is like a little device you can use to basically look at solar eclipses with. I know like there isn't a solar eclipse now for a little while, so you probably don't need to make one, but like the video's there, check it out, it's kind of interesting. You can make one really easily, and you can use it to actually look at the sun. Like, you know, you can use it anyway, you don't just have to look during an eclipse, you can look at the sun in general. I think sometime there's an eclipse in like 10 years time or something, the next partial solar eclipse in the UK at least. Because overall, like there's like partial solar eclipses a couple of times a year or once a year, so like chances are you'll probably see a partial eclipse soon anyway. Yeah, otherwise I guess that's probably it. I said I'll just keep the rambling short, and then next time I'll talk about, I don't know, what I do at work, maybe something about my channel, maybe I do loads of other stuff. So I do loads of like different science things. I like help run a science cafe event here in Cardiff. I do loads of science outreach and bits and bobs like that. So maybe I'll talk about that. Maybe I'll talk about something else. Who knows? If you want to know anything, or you want me to talk about anything, just leave it in the comments underneath the video, and I can just keep rambling about that for whatever you want. Or if you're like interested in some area of science or something, or you know you want me to talk about that, or you want me to do a video, if you've got like a really interesting thing in science you want to know more about, you think, I really want to see a cool video done by the UKAstroNut, that'd be really great, then just put it in the comments down below. And I'm always really happy for just suggestions of what people want to learn about, and I'll do a video on it, hopefully, as long as I understand it and it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I guess that's it. So if you got this far, thank you very much for watching the first Astro chat. I said I'll try and do these once a week maybe, and it'd just be like a little sort of catch up on what's happened during the week. Unless something really big happens, then I might just do one anyway. But don't forget, you can check out the rest of my channel, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you do watch my videos and you subscribed and you like my videos, you leave comments or any of these things, I just want to say thank you. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, I don't earn any money off this or anything. I'm literally just doing this because I enjoy doing it, and hopefully you find it interesting, and hopefully I sort of teach people certain things. So if you do watch this video and other videos, just thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. It's really good, and just keep watching. You can check me on Twitter as well. I babble on Twitter about random science things and general things I do during life, which is sort of computer games, films, board games, reading books, TV, anything. I just babble about a lot of things. You can check me on Twitter at UKAstroNut. But thank you very much for watching the first Astro chat, and I will see you guys all soon.